What it do? It's your boy Big Lucci coming to you live with another episode. I know y'all miss me, man. Hard work, that's where I'm at all the time. Like I said, I'm an artist. I have a job, I have a life. So, I'm pouring when I can. I stopped beating myself up about not just dropping so much content, and I'm going to just let y'all enjoy it at the pace that I want to give it to y'all at. Anyway, today we got, a tinfoil theory. I call it a little wrap around the head of tinfoil type shit. We actually have, the poetic justice theory is what it's called. And this is them saying that, maybe Kendrick has something to do with the writing of Poetic Justice, and it's a sneak diss to Drake in there. That it's a perfect reference back to Money Trees and the sneak diss. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to listen to it through Marcus Work Media. It's funny his name Marcus. My name is Marcus as well. But shout out Marcus Work Media. We're going to listen to the video through him and get a couple opinions and see how it goes. Let's get right to it.
Timeline as it relates to what they call the Poetic Justice Theory. Are you familiar with this?
Did Kendrick Lamar actually get Drake to diss himself on Poetic Justice? Is that a crazy reach, or am I dead on? Let's break it down and you guys tell me, okay? So we're going to go all the way back to 2011. Drake releases Take Care and Kendrick Lamar releases Section 80. Even though Section 80 critically did better than Take Care takes number 1 on the Billboard 200 list, while Section 80 only makes it to 113. I think that Drake did like 300,000 copies or something like that in the first 2 weeks, and Kendrick Lamar only sold between 6 and 9,000. So that's in 2011. Then in 2012, Drake.
And I'm gonna pause it right there. I just want to give my little quick opinion on this real quick. I was in high school when both of those albums came out, and I was listening to both of them at the time. I'm gonna just be honest right here. I was still a Kendrick fan. I was still a Drake fan. But I liked the Kendrick more because I felt like Drake was more of a singer back then. And it's like, I'm not going to be listening to singing shit all the time. And when I heard Section 80, it was full of substance, deep storytelling. And I feel like it was too rich for the palette of rap at the time. You get what I'm saying? They couldn't handle it, honestly. And then even myself, I caught myself singing more Take Care songs than Section 80 songs. You get what I'm saying? And so what I want to do is say is we're not going to undermine Take Care, even though it's commercial and all that shit. That's one of the motherfucking greatest albums Drake has ever dropped in his motherfucking career, life, and all that. And I'm gonna say that I don't give a fuck. I have so many memories of just friends, high school, and good times thinking about Take Care songs, also thinking about the Section 80 songs as well. So that's my opinion on it. They're two legendary albums, monumental, two heads of the Mount Rushmore type thing of albums. So it's like, keep going, but let's,
Drake goes on tour. He has the Club Paradise tour, and Kendrick and A$AP Rocky open for him. Now, when I think about these two different rappers, especially when I think about Section 80 and Take Care, I can't think of two different albums that are further apart. Section 80 is so raw, it's so real. Take Care is so commercial. It is so boppy. And it's really, it's like they're each other's antithesis. And now they're on tour together. And the theory is that this is where the beef really begins, is when they're on tour together. And Kendrick, who is like a purist, like he really, this is his craft. He put a lot of work into this. And if you listen to his music, he tells you about everything he's had to go through to get to this point. And now he's on tour with Drake, and Drake is like, he has writers, he has teams, he is partying, he's not really very authentic. And I could see how that would really piss Kendrick off, but I don't have to guess because Kendrick tells us this. He goes home after touring, he tours from, I think, February to July of 2012, and then he goes and he writes.
Wow, another fucking commercial. What type of dick sucking shit is it?
It's Good Kid, Mad City, and that's released in October of 2012. And it's more than just Money Trees. It is throughout this whole album.
Well, after doing some research, I kind of like what they're saying, so we're going to dig into that today. This is the channel, and let's get into some of the theory. And then we're going to bring in another clip where he's reviewing Glasses Malone perspective on him as it relates to the Poetic Justice Theory.
Check out this line in Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. He's making comparisons through this whole album. I can feel the changes. I can feel new people around me just want to be famous. Who are the new people he's around? He just got off tour with Drake. You can see that you can see that my city found me and put me on stages. He's appreciating his city. This is, I mean, Poetic Justice is a love letter to them. To me, that's amazing. To you, that's a quick check. You're exploiting my people. With all disrespect, let me say this. And then he goes on to say, don't kill my vibe. Then there's money trees. Who could he be talking about here? You look like an easy come up. A silver spoon I know you come from. That's a lifestyle that we never knew. Go add a reverend for the revenue. You do anything for the money. It goes Halle Berry or hallelujah. It goes Hollywood or salvation. Pick your poison. Tell me what you're doing. Either way, tell me who you are. Everybody gonna respect the shooter, but the one in front of the gun lives forever. This is a reference to the Poetic Justice music video, and Kendrick is the one in front of the gun. And what he's saying is that everybody's going to respect the industry, but the one in front of the gun lives forever, the artist lives forever. And then he tells you, he says, and I've been hustling all day this way, that way, through canals and alleyways, just to say, so I have come all this way just to tell you that Money Trees is the perfect place for shade. So he did all of this to tell you that underneath Money Trees is the perfect place for shade. Poetic Justice, featuring Drake.
Shout her out. Shout her the fuck out. She broke that the fuck down. You hear me? As a kid, I always knew it was something to those fucking lyrics that was a little crazy to me. Like, who the fuck is this nigga talking about? A lot of Kendrick songs, I think like that. Like, he is, I want to say, he's not a battle rapper, but he's always not been scared to go at rappers. That's why I like Kendrick. Like, he want to tell you niggas he's the best and shit. And I like that friendly competition. It ain't even got to be friendly. Just competition. It's a sport. You get what I'm saying? So I always wonder who he was talking about, and the way she broke it down, goddamn, let's keep going.
So at this point, Kendrick Lamar knows that Drake doesn't write his own stuff, and as long as you give him a feature on a song, he'll rap whatever lyrics you want him to rap. And the theory is that in Good Kid, Mad City, he really had to code everything that he was saying because of how raw he was in Section 80 and how, like, it didn't perform as well as he had expected it to or as well as he had wanted it to. He now has to code everything he's saying so that he can get the commercial success that he's looking for.
Now, she got pretty in-depth there, so she went to the lyrics line by line. Basically, the overall concept I can gather is that when Drake brought out Kendrick, when he was just coming up, Drake was the more popular artist at the time. All the Drake stands like to bring up, listen, Drake helped Kendrick get more mainstream by bringing him on tour. That's what they like to say. But apparently, this theory goes, after seeing Drake with all this team of people behind him, ghostwriters and all of that, and he's for real about hip-hop, he was disgusted dealing with Drake. And ever since then, he's been waiting and planning this takedown. Now, according to the theory, it doesn't seem like he went right at him because it had to be done in a certain way. But he threw a few subliminals in there just to get things warmed up. So a lot of Drake fans felt like Kendrick was coming out the woodworks. He was just coming out of nowhere attacking the boy. But this all got started a long time ago, but it never came out exactly where and when and how all of this animosity got built up. Well, the theory goes, after Kendrick received Hottest MC, when they were still cool and did some collaboration, everything changed after Kendrick got Hottest MC. J. Cole and Drake started subbing him after that.
So I was tagged in this video from Glasses Malone and the No Ceilings podcast where they're talking Drake and J. Cole taking shots at Kendrick Lamar on the Jodeci freestyle, as well as something to do with...
So it was a little commercial there, so it's going to be a little skip. I apologize, y'all. But I'm getting the gist of, because me being a rapper, I understand where Kendrick is coming from. Being an artist is not easy, y'all. Like, first of all, let's start here. If you ain't got the money and the time to invest in yourself, bro, go away. Go, and I mean that in a respectful way. Like, go put your energy somewhere else. I'm not telling you to say, fuck your dreams, it ain't gonna work out. I'm just saying, like, this shit costs money and time, effort, and it takes a lot out of the artist. You get what I'm saying? When all you want to do is create, it takes a lot, bro, just to get in the right eyes so you could be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use praise, because I hate idolization and shit like that. But, you know, you just want to be recognized for your talent. There you go. You just want to be recognized for your talent. And it's like, could you imagine, like, a basketball player who's just, you know, working his ass? Think about this. Think about LeBron James' teammates, how LeBron just got picked and sent to the Lakers. You know how fucking mad they probably was? Like, this motherfucker right here, and y'all just picked him, and he ain't gotta, I busted my ass to get here, and this motherfucker just gets it. You get what I'm saying? So Kendrick might have felt that, I want to say that competitional, spat, like, damn, man, I worked hard as fuck to get here. I had to do this, I had to do that, and I had to own my craft, and, maybe even dumb my sound down and things like that. And you just the fucking, what I want to say, it's industry planish. Like, everything is given to you, and that's why you're hot, because maybe Kendrick had like a sort of tone of respect for him, seeing Drake's hard work ethic, and, Drake was on fire back then, he was going crazy. And then, Kendrick probably had a form of respect for him back then. But then you got to think, at what point did they hang his picture up in the studio and say, fuck this nigga? You get what I'm saying? It's probably when they discovered that he ain't who he really say he is. And if they can beat the unorganic superstar with the organic superstar, a purist like Kendrick, it's curtains. And that's just my opinion on it. But let's get right back into the video. This is Anthony I'm Brune One Show, M Brune Show. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to him. Make sure y'all check him out, because his breakdown of it is crazy as well. Let's get right to it.
Poetic Justice, and you know that this is the home of the Poetic Justice theory. I want to get right into the clip. I brought out the timeline, and I also have the Drake lyrics out so we can examine what Drake is actually saying on his second verse in the Jodeci freestyle, because I believe that it further proves the Poetic Justice theory. But let's have Glasses take it away.
And I do remember a kind of a controversy happening. Right now, I wasn't listening to the Drake songs. That was the B sides and C sides. I would catch what would come on the radio. If it was dope, started from the bottom, was about to drop, the good songs. I'm not really diving in none of them niggas' catalogs. Mm-hmm. I really only was listening to the homie music. You know what I mean? And I would listen to that a few times and then be back on whatever I'm studying. So I missed that. Right. So again, I'm going to run that lyric back again. Right. This is important to remember, Revenge. We moved the operation to Cali soon as the snow dropped. Oh, stop. Please stop arguing about who's the best MC. I think everyone would agree they know that you're not.
That's the second verse.
That's 3 months, less than 90 days roughly after he was named the hottest MC.
So you think, so he took a shot,
That's crazy. That's a shot for sure.
Another thing that I thought was weird too is on the Jodeci's Back freestyle with J. Cole and them. I also felt like they was taking shots. Like, I'm just like, they spot on. That's all I want to say. I paused it for no reason. They spot on.
He took a shot.
Yeah, it's definitely a shot.
Fuck your list. Your list. You lame niggas and doubters. I'm undoubtedly the hottest, and that's just me being modest.
This is J. Cole's part. This is J. Cole's verse.
Dummies. That's just me getting started. I'm artistic. You niggas autistic. Retarded. That's J. Cole's verse.
No.
Oh, that's J. Cole. And you know what? It's funny. When you went into that verse, I was like, this is better than Drake.
Yeah, that's what
I heard Drake, right? I was like, this is somebody different.
How's this get
Okay.
Wow.
That was 3 months after Kendrick Lamar was named the hottest MC.
Right.
Wow.
That was 3 months after Kendrick Lamar was named the hottest MC. Trap.
Right.
3 months
That's
after.
crazy.
We didn't hear about those verses, Trap, but it changed.
So what happened? In that 90?
So I think we got to pinpoint where the beef started, y'all. Where the disagreement started, y'all. Like, that's real fucking fishy, y'all. That, 3 months after Kendrick getting named hottest MC, niggas is talking about who the hottest MC and doing a little, that bitch made ass, socializing ass, sneak dissing in their songs. Like, trust me, I always tell niggas, like, nigga, just let me know. Don't tiptoe around. Don't say nothing about no money bars. Let's say Big Lucci, nigga, and it's on me, nigga, on the dead homies. It's on.
90 days period in that 90-day stretch for Drake to go at his friend, because I guarantee you, it's not just him winning some slack MTV Hottest MC award. It was something else, and we'll get into that in a second.
It's the narrative.
So I'm like, it was all good before that. 5-6 months. Actually, if that song came out in June, remember Good Kid drops in October of last year, 2012.
Right.
They had just
timeline is important.
Songs.
Ooh.
And what were the 3 songs that they collabed on? They collabed on Buried Alive on Drake's album, where Kendrick is basically detailing his initiation into the industry. You can go look at my other videos. I've done plenty of content on that. They collabed on Poetic Justice on Kendrick's album. And Kendrick, from what we understand from the Punch tweets recently, Kendrick insisted that Drake be on that album and Drake be on that song specifically. Would not trade it out for effing Problems. He would rather give that record to Rocky then put it on his album and take him off of Poetic Justice. Keep that in mind.
They had just collabed. No, Revenge. That was the hate. See, no. They had just did a collab song.
Mm-hmm.
They had just did. Matter of fact, Poetic Justice had just came out.
So if I'm understanding this concept correctly, it sounds like he's saying that he believes that Kendrick Lamar was Drake's ghostwriter. And everything has kind of changed once he discovered how everything has been moving with BBL. And then it all started popping off from the Jodeci freestyle. He's going to go line by line in order to try to back up this theory, but let's see how this plays out.
Getting him to come on his album, Good Kid, Mad City, and dissing him on, and getting him to diss himself on Poetic Justice. And then finally on Effin' Problems, getting him to say that he's a Fed with nothing to say, with nothing to add at all. Because Kendrick was Drake's ghostwriter. And he got Drake to do all of these things, but guess what? The hip hop community ignored it. If you follow the Poetic Justice theory, you know we think that there is an NDA out there, and Drake got the industry to get involved in all of this, to cover all of this up. Because this would have been so damning to this man's career. It would have killed his rap career before it even had a chance to actually take off.
Now, how much?
So that's crazy when you think about it. I wouldn't go as far as to say that Kendrick is his ghostwriter, but I would say Kendrick ghostwritten maybe a song or two, a hook or three. You get something. It's a formula, but it was definitely a falling out in that 3 month span, and something probably was revealed to Kendrick to where he felt like, I'm really that authentic nigga, and then maybe that little MTV award powered that up. And maybe it was a conversation had to where he told Drake, like, I feel like I'm better than you because, I'm the authentic rapper, and, you just look like the authentic rapper. Maybe these things were said in person, and then when, Kendrick won that award, it probably made him, Drake feel a little sour. And who knows what else is done behind the scenes in this industry or things like that. So, yeah, that's the gist of the Poetic Justice theory, and they, Kendrick Lamar ghostwriting and things like that. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on it. Get in my comments. Give me your, thoughts of this theory. Shout out to Marcus Work Media. Make sure I subscribe to him and check his video out. He has the whole breakdown for you guys to check out. If you do, or you can just stick around for mine. However you like it. It doesn't matter to me. Like, subscribe, comment, and when you comment, please comment that monetized loot. We're trying to get there, man. I'm trying to put in the work. Let's get it cracking, man. It helps me out a lot. Monetized loot right in the motherfucking comment section. It really helps a lot. And I want to hear you guys' real thoughts about what you think. And are you guys just tired of the whole Drake and Kendrick spat? You get what I'm saying? Because at least we got a timeline now. Because we didn't know why the fuck they hated each other when they started dissing each other at first. But at least we have a timeline of what's going on now. And I guess we can judge now. We can judge a character more than bars, and who was in the wrong. So let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. I got more content dropping for you guys tonight. It's been your boy Big Lucci. I'm up out of here. Peace.